Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Financial Futures, your go-to channel for all things finance and benefits. Today, we're diving into something incredibly important: what September and October mean for SNAP benefits, also known as food stamps or EBT. Trust me, these 2 months are going to bring some significant changes that will impact over 43 million people. And the Federal Reserve's upcoming pivot. Yes, they might be lowering interest rates, but hold on. Is that really as good as it sounds? So, buckle up, because we've got a lot to talk about. Did you know that just a handful of days between September and October could bring major shifts to your SNAP benefits? Whether you rely on these benefits or know someone who does, it's crucial to stay informed. So, let's get into the details. Before we jump in, don't forget to hit that like button and share this video. It really helps out the channel. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and join the Financial Futures community. We're all in this together, especially during these tough times. Alright, let's talk about what's happening. First off, the federal government's fiscal year ends on September 30, and the new fiscal year kicks off on October 1. Why does this matter for SNAP benefits? Well, unlike the calendar year, SNAP operates on the fiscal year, so these dates are pivotal. Now, let's break down a few key changes. First, the reimbursement program that covers benefits wrongly taken due to card skimming or cloning is set to expire on September 30. This program was retroactively implemented back to October 1, 2022, but unless it gets extended, that's it, it's done. Next up, we have changes to the able-bodied adults without dependents, also known as ABAWD work requirements. Starting October 1, the age requirement will increase from 52 to 54. This change is already law, so if you're between these ages and fall under this category, the work requirements will apply to you. Let's not forget about the Farm Bill, which is another massive piece of legislation that's closely tied to SNAP. Over 80% of the Farm Bill is focused on SNAP benefits and food assistance, and with a $1.5 trillion price tag, it's a big deal. This needs to be implemented by October 1, unless lawmakers decide to extend it. So, why is all of this so important? Because these changes are happening whether we're ready for them or not. If the reimbursement program isn't extended, if the Farm Bill isn't passed, or if the ABAWD changes catch you by surprise, it could seriously impact your benefits. But don't worry, I'm here to keep you in the loop. As soon as I get more updates, I'll share them with you right away. Next, we're diving into something that's got everyone talking: the Federal Reserve's upcoming pivot. Yes, they might be lowering interest rates, but hold on. Is that really as good as it sounds? Let's break it down. So, I got a great question from one of you asking, do you think we'll see more stimulus if the Fed cuts rates? Good question. Let's talk about what this pivot really means. First things first, when the Fed lowers rates, it's a signal. It might seem like a win for the economy at first glance, but let's dig deeper. What they're really saying, without actually saying it, is that the economy has taken a hit. They've raised rates so high that it's hurting growth, and now they're trying to pump the brakes before things get worse. Now, here's the thing: if the Fed cuts rates just a little, like by 25 basis points, it's a small nod that the economy needs a bit of help. But if they go big, say, 75 or even 100 basis points, that's a red flag. It means the Fed sees storm clouds ahead, and they're trying to get ahead of what could be a serious downturn. Remember, cutting rates isn't just about making borrowing cheaper. It's the Fed's way of saying, hey, we might have pushed things too far, too fast. And that's something we all need to pay attention to. But here's where it gets interesting. When rates drop, yes, it does stimulate the economy. Borrowing becomes cheaper, and suddenly, it feels like money is easier to get. But this isn't just about rushing out to get a new loan, it's about how we all start spending a little more, whether it's through loans or credit cards. I mean, who doesn't like the idea of lower rates, right? It's like when you see a sale at your favorite store, hard to resist. But here's the flip side. While lower rates might boost spending in the short term, they also signal something deeper. It's the Fed's way of saying, we need you to spend more to keep the economy afloat. And that's not always a good sign. Markets might react cautiously, thinking, if the Fed's worried, maybe we should be too. So, while lower rates can be stimulative, they might also be a warning. So, what does all this mean? Should we be cheering for a Fed pivot? Maybe, but with a side of caution. The Fed lowering rates could be like pressing the reset button on the economy, which sounds great until you remember why we're resetting in the first place. Just like when your video game isn't going well, you hit reset, hoping for a better outcome next time. But remember, the Fed isn't going to come out and say, hey, the economy's in trouble. They'll paint a rosy picture while quietly making adjustments. Alright, Financial Futures family, that's a wrap on today's video. I hope this helps you understand what the Fed's pivot could really mean. As always, drop your thoughts and questions in the comments below. I love hearing from you. And if you haven't yet, smash that subscribe button so you never miss an update. Also, don't forget to check out the other videos I've handpicked for you. They're just a click away. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.